The Amazing Digital Circus was in theaters, which is a really awesome step for the indie scene, showing just how far someone without a huge company, showing just how far someone can get without an industry titan backing them. And while I can talk about how the popularity of independent IPs has been growing for a while with indie games and webcomics, instead I want to talk about how the first episode came out in 2023, and the finale is dropping in 2026. And why that's a good thing. Sometimes a good series comes out and I'm glad that I can watch it all at once. But for some series, a bit of a wait definitely gives you so much more to chew on between episodes. The wait between the episodes is still a worthwhile experience. And I'm not saying every show needs this. The Amazing World of Gumball is best enjoyed with a couch, some friends, snacks, and hours of your life you'll never get back. I'm just going on a quest to hopefully plead my unsubstantiated claim and make myself feel smarter, and after almost a month-long hiatus, I really need a win. I'm back now though, and well, before we jump in, I'll be honest, I don't really know where to start. Actually, give me like 1 second. Huck, it's been too long. How's my favorite info broker? I really need to use your services.
You know, it's really flattering that you called me, but you did, kill my boss.
We both know you care more about the toy that I broke than some nerdy goddess, Hucky. Come on, give me the goods.
Yeah, I know a few, but information's not cheap.
When I have a week's supply of keetwo, I think I'm starting to develop a medicine. According to the doctor, it's called snake oil.
I won another fight Saturday night.
Sure.
2 rounds, first to blood.
I think the tea is a better deal, but I'm down.
Okay, deal. I'll set up the meeting.
So, thanks to my buddy on the inside, I got to speak with a film student called Mo. And then I asked some questions to get myself a good starting point to kick things off. These were the questions I asked. I knew I was on track when my hunch was confirmed. Timing was important. I'm gonna read off the important stuff. Timing definitely matters in filmmaking, in the production and the post-production aspects, and releasing of the film as well. As an artist, timing is definitely essential, but also unique to you and your project and your team. Whether it's the time you film each scene or the total time the project takes to you, or even the plot, or in mise en scene times, timing for the viewer is different and also unique for each individual. So I wondered if the way a series was produced had anything to do with the timing of how things were done. Like the limitations on the art being made force the artist to make art in a specific way. This was the answer I got. As an independent artist, you typically only answer to yourself. Maybe your team and your personal limitations. There's pretty much no enforced constraints on your art. However, in the industry, you answer to pretty much any and everybody that has a stake in your work, fiscally or otherwise. So for instance, there's a lot of Disney animators that have come out with reports of Disney execs pretty much scrapping their works and removing characters, especially queer characters. So that's definitely one different. Other than the sting of reality for both indie and corporate productions having their own hurdles, it didn't really give me the answer I need. But their response to when I asked if an artist could tell a viewer their intentions through art was a big hint on how I was going to approach this. It's definitely possible to, sometimes without even hearing the artist's views on the work. Things like main and sub-themes function to convey an artist's message and what they hope to achieve through their work. Whilst it's not 100% possible to guess an artist's complete view as a viewer, some things just resonate with you, and oftentimes that resonation is what or part of what the artist intends. There are definitely ways to convey to an artist how you want your art to be viewed, either through the art itself or during its promotion. However, it's important that you remember you can't force a narrative or your own lens onto a viewer. You can sort of guide them either through the work itself, an announcement on socials, or on locals. Finally, I asked them what makes art worthwhile to them, and this is what they told me. I particularly like the quote, "Art comforts the disturbed." And while I recognize that all art made by humans is worthwhile, I can't say what makes it worthwhile personally. but I could speak to my personal preferences. In a normal story, that comment would have sparked something, but a push is just as good. A push is like an analogy that I'm not smart enough to make, and maybe
I'm sick of trying to figure this out. I'm a cracked teapot. I don't belong with the pristine porcelain.
How would you imply that I'm not good enough? I'm 10 times the pot you are.
No, you're not. You can't even finish the video. You don't know what you're talking about.
I can't finish this video. I'm a genius!
You're a moron, you're off the force.
I can't be off the force, because I quit. I'll solve this case without you.
You can't quit, because I fired yous. I don't know if we use that. Hey, rookie, where you get that gun? We can talk about this.
Damn it, I didn't mean to kill him. Look, you got me right. Yeah, you watched the video. You're a witness. We're in this together now. We're like Alonzo and Jake. I'm your boss, and you're just a sheep. Now let's pull out these series and try to make a connection. I put together a few anime. I feel like I need time to breathe and digest. And I want to look hard at the anime that first made me think of these things. The Amazing Digital Circus. Before I even go on the breakdown, I thought about Freerun first, since it's an anime about time. But Freerun doesn't fit this at all. It's a beautiful story about someone who watched the world change around her, and I love the series. But even between seasons, I don't get that pause factor. I guess going back to the scene of the crime to see how the first episode of the Digital Circus made me feel will give me some clarity.
Cooked by our head bubble chef.
Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give.
You know, I am pretty hungry.
You didn't even do anything.
So what? I can still be hungry.
Well, not really, because we don't need to eat, drink, or sleep in this digital world. So the digital food here only gives off the virtual sensation of eating without any of the nutritional benefits.
Sheesh, lay off it. Since when are you an expert on the digital world?
Expert on the what?
Maybe it's the drama that makes these scenes linger. Screw it. I'm gonna rewatch one of my favorite anime dramas. Side note, while we were watching it, I finally got to check out the remake, and it still has the same energy. It might be the fact that the same English VAs returned and have a lot of chemistry, but now I really want to watch the new one. Sadly, it doesn't have what I'm looking for, so alright. Let's check out another one.
マキセクリスが刺されたというメールだ。
ああ、先週来たやつ？
先週
3通に分けてスパムかっつーの。ほら。
重心日時7月23日12時56分。
な。
先週送信記録ない。今日は何日だ？
28日。どうしたの？
メールが過去に送られている。
は？
Alright, this one works. Maybe it's unhappy endings that get like this? Maybe my brain's taking a breather from the sad? Or maybe it's the fact that both these endings are cliffhangers? Alright, let me try an ending with a cliffhanger. Something that raises questions. I think I watched something like that back in high school.
Hey, somebody's ballsy. Don't you see the freaking scythe in my hand?
Actually, can I ask you a favor?
What?
Well, sir. If you would, kill me.
Alright, it's still not the ending that makes me want to watch more. Alright, what did those endings have in common? Maybe it was the drama that kept it interesting? So far, there have been things that have gotten me to feel that feeling, but I want to know the formula. I'm getting really close, and it definitely has to do something with the emotion that stirred. I just gotta figure out what emotion that is. Maybe despair? I genuinely might be cooking up nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm neurodivergent, so these things I'm feeling might be extremely unrelatable. I just thought that it would be fun to explore. I can do this. In fact, I already have a new ending scene to watch.
But it sure is nice.
Just don't make us late on the first day, okay? Isn't your skirt too short?
You always sound like such an old man. Oh, that's right. Mama, we're heading out now.
And thus, the prologue concludes. And the curtain rises on a new tale. And now, it is the beginning of my revenge play.
Look, that is the feeling I'm after. So let's chill out. I want to look one more time, but this one's a little different. Instead of looking at the first episode's ending, I'm going to look at the ending of episode 3.
That you say for yourself, seriously. Kinds of embarrassment for a beautiful girl.
Hey, do you think it's safe to say that your hypothesis was correct in the end?
Who knows? Illusions shown by unstable psyches or strong preconceptions of adolescence. If that's what puberty syndrome really is, then scientific verification won't be that reliable. Just like you proved today, Azusagawa.
Maybe you're right.
After watching that ending, I think I finally understand. The feeling I was having was closure. All the endings that gave me that feeling were conclusions, obviously. All the endings are conclusions to the episodes. But the episodes end with conclusions to at least a few story beats. Beyond Steins Gate, that one is a launching point before even starting to make story threads beyond time-traveling text messages. At the end of Angels of Death, it starts with a clear mission, a goal, to get out of the tower, basement, compound, and get clear intrigue with Rachel being all fucked up, sewing up birds and stuff. It feels like the beginning of a story. Likewise, Oshinoko begins with a vow for Aqua to almost gets full marks. Man meets Wolf, Wolf claims to be God, and they head off as a team. But the series keeps its cards so close to its chest that it presents itself as a cute slice of life anime if you weren't paying attention. The way the circus ends is Pomni accepting her place within the circus, and has very solid emotional stakes without knowing enough about the circus for it to be a thread. The natural advantage of the Rascal series is a bunch of novels with a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's why after the first season, it seems like the showrunners opted to just make it a bunch of films. It's super cool how writers can pull these feelings out of me, and it's really fun deciphering why X, Y, or Z brings these feelings out. It's kind of like a puzzle. So I might make more videos on this. Consider this case closed.
I'm proud of you, kid.